1974 is the hour when Mr. John Sinclair, leader of the white militants out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, now in prison for selling marijuana and heroin, says we are going to have open sexual intercourse on every street corner of America where thousands and thousands can watch. I'm going to tell you something, young people. I want every teenager listening to hear carefully what I'm about to say. This thing is so filthy, degraded, licentious, dirty, stinking, rotten that I've had to cross words out so I won't even slip. Full of filthy four-letter words, but passed out to thousands of 15 and 16-year-olds as they come out of the high schools in Detroit. This is the White Panther statement, that they are going to have open sex on every street corner anyone can watch in the next 5 years, deadline 1974. And they say our main means of producing all this immorality is rock music, commonly called rock and roll. May I say something, young man, young lady? If you love Jesus Christ, go home and smash those crummy records. Get rid of the Beatles and the Herman's Hermits and the rest of that crowd. I feel that the rottenest music that's ever come out of the pit of hell is rock and roll. Now let me read this statement. Don't get mad at the preacher. Brother, in the book of Acts, Paul got the magicians together and they burned their magic books. I wish we'd do that with our records. I'd like to have a record-smashing party here at Landmark Baptist before it's all over, with all the young people saying, I'm through with this trash. Now, if you won't listen to me, listen to the man who's the head of one of the largest rock groups in Michigan, who's now in prison, who is the leader of the White Panthers. You're going to hear more about this group as they're working with the Black Panthers. Our program is Cultural Revolution through a total assault on the culture, which makes use of every tool, every energy, every media we can get our collective hands on. For the first time in America, there is a generation of visionary, maniac, white mother, country, dope fiend, rock and roll freaks who are ready to get down and kick out the jams, all the jams. They have 10 points. Number 2, total assault on the culture by any means necessary, including rock, dope, and sexual intercourse in the streets. Number 8, free all prisoners everywhere. They are our brothers. Our program of rock and roll, dope, and sex in the streets is a program of total freedom for everyone. We are totally committed to carrying out our program. We breathe revolution. We are LSD-driven maniacs in the universe. We'll do anything we can to drive people crazy out of their heads into their bodies. I'm reading his English and grammar. Now, I want you young people to get this. For Jesus' sake, if you're a Christian, your body's the temple of the Holy Ghost. 1 Corinthians 3:16, keep it clean. Here's what this man says rock music can do. He ought to know. He's the man who says we're going to have open sex in every street corner. Here's how we're going to do it. Don't miss this statement. Rock and roll music is the main weapon of our attack for open sex on every street corner in the next 5 years, because it is the most effective thing we have. Rock started in Russia as a plan to corrupt the morals of teenagers in America, and brother, they're doing it. That's why we had a million illegitimate babies last year. That's why another million had to get married. Just before I left home, the Detroit Free Press carried an article concerning 400 mothers 15 and 16 years of age with illegitimate babies, and they said that rock music just stirs us and excites us and had much to do with our illegitimate babies. God help us, it's rotten music. Look, you don't think it's going to happen in the next 5 years? Here is the North Carolina newspapers, but it appeared in many across the nation. In the last 12 weeks, we have had 4 rock concerts where they stripped their bodies and went into open sex, not caring who watched. It's almost too filthy to read, but let's be honest with the facts. Weekend festivals cause shocks as the youths do their thing. Despite nude sunbathing and swimming and a heavier dose of drug-taking, crowds appeared for the most part peaceful. But at the Isle of Wight, a boy and girl stripped naked jumped into a sea of foam that had been loosed from pressurized containers as a play area, engaged in sexual intercourse. No move was made to stop them as thousands stared in disbelief and others clapped and screamed. This is the greatest.